Hi, I'm Kevon Owen. This is Destini Ramsey, and something that happens when people come into counseling, if I can talk, something that happens when people come into counseling is they'll tell me something that happened, and then they'll tell me the conclusion or what it means, and what they've come up with is just terribly defeating and negative. And if that's the truth, well, you can see where problems come from. How do you help someone in there?
I mean, you can always redefine it. It doesn't have to mean something that negative, and the narrative that you tell yourself doesn't have to be a negative one. You can change it to mean something good, and you can even turn the situation into something that you learn from or that is positive in your life. It doesn't have to be all bad.
There's this book called A Man's Search for Meaning by a psychologist or psychiatrist named Viktor Frankl, and he wrote an entire therapy called logotherapy, and it looks at the meaning we ascribe to things. So, like, let's say my kid doesn't want to play with me. I could look at that and go, well, my kid must not like me. Or I could look at it and say, well, maybe my kid's busy doing something else. Or maybe I wasn't invited into certain meetings at work. Well, that's probably because my coworkers hate me. Or maybe they're working on something else, because you ascribe a lot of the meaning that's given to things.
And the meanings that we give really affect the way we view ourselves. And sometimes when we're speaking to ourselves in that way, it's not even about something that's true. And so you've ascribed this meaning and this definition of who you are or what people think about you that they never even thought of. It wasn't something that was meant to be anything hurtful or anything about you as a person. You as a person it doesn't correlate.
Yeah, when we start looking at people versus behaviors, we can kind of give ourselves some problems. Another thing that I would say in this whole line of thought is have someone around you who can test the truth in your conclusions. This is what I think the outcome is. Is that true? And listen to them when they tell you that maybe it doesn't have to be the conclusion that you come to. That's what Destiny does. That's what I do. We'd love to help.